Outcome Productions podcast.
Welcome to another episode of Outcome Production Podcast, and today we are here with
King Pre.
Hey, welcome, man. Thank you so much for giving us your time. So we're just gonna talk about a little bit about you and what you do. So let's start. Where you from and what do you do?
So I'm from Ogden, Utah, born and raised. So I mean, for the most part, I really just want to make a way for myself by rapping. You know, by making music, not even just by being a rapper, but just by being musically inclined. And that's something I take pride in, and that's something I'm just, really looking forward to. I want to start performing. I want to start putting out music, and this is just a great way to start.
That's dope, man. Yeah. And how long have you been doing the music career?
So I really kicked it off about 2.5 years ago, I'd say. But my whole life, Uncle's been making music. Used to sit in the garage, the shed with my homies. We used to kick back and freestyle for a long time. This is something I always wanted to do. I started taking it serious about 2.5 years ago, though.
That's dope, man. Now, have you what has been the biggest challenge that you face, and how did you overcome it? The music career.
Just so far, these last 2.5 years, really just staying focused and staying locked in, and just kind of putting that self-doubt aside, and just always just trusting the process. And one thing that really helped me get over it was just by continuing to go to the studio. No matter what it was, putting my trust in Wave, that really helped me too. Just being able to have a team around me, being able to trust myself really helped me overcome those doubts and fears that I was having at the beginning about this.
That's dope, man. I like that. Now, if you could go back in time, what would you say to your younger self?
I just tell them to stay motivated. Don't be lazy. Just always look forward. Always put your best foot forward, and just really try your best. And whatever you do, be your best at whatever you do. So that's what I would definitely tell my younger self if I could talk to him now.
Stay motivated. That's dope, man. Yeah. Now, what do you see yourself in 5 years, and what are your goals?
5 years, I want to be able to say, I put my family in a home, and, was able to upgrade my situation from what it is now, not just financially, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I want to just elevate as a whole. And really in 5 years, I want to be able to say I performed, and then I went on a tour, and then I got 2 or 3 albums out, or I got 2 or 3 EPs out. And people are listening, and I'm advertising myself in a way where, it's unique, and I'm unique, and everything I do is unique, and I'm able to just take care of my family by being myself.
That's dope. That's the goal right there, you guys. Now, if you could collaborate with someone either alive or dead, who would it be and why?
Honestly, I would love to sit down with. That's a hard question. I would love to sit down with Andre 3000.
Ooh, okay.
I love Andre 3000. I think just his musical genius, and the way he just everything about his music. Growing up, I remember there was this show called Class of 3006 on Cartoon Network, and he was the main character. He was the teacher, and he was teaching all of his students about music. And so that was where I remember being young, and I'm like, man, imagine being able to learn from Andre 3000, just being so he's so musically inclined and has all these different notes. And then not to mention the group Outkast, they're legendary. So if I could have a chance to work with anybody, it'd be Outkast in general, but specifically Andre 3000. That would be a blessing. So
That'd be dope, man. Now, what's the best advice that someone has given to you?
The best advice, this is so funny. This is just off the top of my head. Never fish around the same pond twice. Fish around the same pond twice. So if you caught everything that you caught in that pond, move on to the next pond. No reason to stick around. If you got everything you could get from that, move on to the next thing. Don't ever be too complacent, and don't ever settle.
That's dope. That's a dope advice. Now, what advice would you give to the people that are watching and maybe they want to start in the music career?
If I had any advice to give to y'all, it'd be practice your craft. Some of us are naturally talented, but hard work takes the naturally talented to the next level. So if you can work hard and you got the talent for this, don't sleep on yourself. It says in the Bible, when you hold back your talents, that's the greatest thing you could do onto yourself. So I think just being able to express yourself, trusting in yourself, that's what the best advice I can get to the people.
That's dope, man. I like that. Now, I see that you guys just came from the retreat. How was that experience?
The retreat was dope. I think I got everything I needed from that. I think being able to meet JC and being able to get with Wave, EAC, work with my brother was out there. My boy Ant, shout out to everybody. I was I'm not gonna take the time to shout out everybody, but Zay, Draco, Gable, I loved the whole experience, Chancey. It was great because, and I want to just mention everybody because I was able to pick apart so many different styles and we were able to rub off on each other. And when you come together as a collective, to make music, it's a whole different vibe. You know, like me and Wave have been working together since I started making music, but the difference between it just being me and him in the studio versus us having a group around and everybody's giving out tips, everyone's giving out pointers, and even just working on things like, man, JC was singing and he was like, oh, you got to try to hit this note. And the way, you know, JC's super talented with his voice. That's one thing I've seen and definitely learned from that. And just being able to pick everybody's styles apart, you know?
Right. Little tips that maybe you don't know and you're like, oh, I never thought of that, you know? And
Exactly.
that's dope. Exactly. Yeah. Now, where can people follow you? What's your social media?
So King Pre 55 on IG, Xavier Pringle on Facebook. You know, that's my government. Those are the two main places right now. I got TikTok, King Pre 55. So you guys just go check me out. You know, I do a lot of reels. I'm planning on dropping a project soon. You guys go see what I put up. But yeah, that's where you'll find me. That's where you'll find me at right now the most. And so I'm just still trying to make a way. Yeah. It's coming sooner. It's closer than you think.
Dope. Yeah, you guys follow this kid. Great talent and new projects coming soon. Hey, I just want to thank you so much for your time, man.
Of course.
And guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And this was the Outcome Production Podcast.
Shout out to Outcome.
Outcome Productions Podcast.